Hi, I'm Dwayne Edwards. I'm a security engineer at Tenable, concentrating on OT security. Today, we're going to talk about what's new in version 3.16 of the Tenable OT security platform. On top of the daily and weekly Nessus plugins for vulnerabilities and IDS signatures, we are working constantly to add additional devices and protocols into the platform. Some notable ones for 3.16 are the SmartX controllers by Schneider. A fair amount of work has been done on both on building management systems, both on the protocol itself, BACnet, as well as devices. As usual, always more device signature, more vulnerabilities, more devices, more kind of everything. We found out and implemented a fair amount of work in the improved SMP visibility. There's a lot of data to be mined there, not only traditional OIDs, but customs as well. So again, just more ability to see what's out there and accurately identify assets. Now, one of the bigger change in 3.16 is the query management, and it's really around making it more granular and scheduling those granularities, and really giving you sort of a one-stop shop queries page, which we're going to look at now. So we're going to sort of ignore the manual one for now and talk about the periodic queries. And so you can imagine, say you're a manufacturer and you've got robots, and those robots get sort of like a weekly maintenance or overhaul from service group or something like that, and you want to just kind of check their work. You're not paranoid out about it, but you want to make sure nothing horrible has changed. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a query. In this particular instance, I want to make sure that we haven't added, deleted, or significantly changed something in the backplane. So we're going to make a backplane query, and we're going to name that robots query, and some good description. Yeah, and I've already put in some asset groups. Now, there's a number of asset groups that are delivered with Tenable OT, and then you can certainly build all of your own. Well, the ones I've built were all around FANUC robot controllers. So we're going to say, look, on a weekly basis, I want you to go out and I want you to query the backplanes of these things. The person shows up on Thursday morning, so we're going to do a query in the afternoon, give them some time to be finished, and then also make sure they're up and running. So we're going to query the state of the controllers. I'll save this, and then on the what we see here is a robots query, and if I look at it, I can actually edit some restrictions here. And you see I've added in, again, it's a asset list you can make. So I've said, look, just to make sure that we're not doing anything dumb, if you will, don't do any of the FANUC controllers. Now, again, that should have sort of been automatic based on the asset set we've made, but it doesn't hurt to be extra sure. And then we've got some blackout periods. Again, that can be user defined. We can say working hours, not working hours, et cetera, but we've already assigned when we want to do that query. So a lot of flexibility there. This might be used in a lot of environments where electrical utilities have sort of hands-off things in times of high peak load. Manufacturers have a lot of hands-off while they produce for Christmas, et cetera, et cetera. So really a great way to further control how, when, and where queries are done. Next up, sensor management. Relatively straightforward, simple update, but it's very valuable. It just gives us the ability that from the core platform to do updates out to sensors. And again, we'll just show you that very quickly. I'm going to go down here to the sensors page. You see in this lab, there are two. One's connected and one isn't. And so I can right-click this and update it. Now, one of the things to note in 3.16 is the sensor has to be on 3.16 before this works. But again, it's a great new thing going forward. It doesn't force you to allow the sensors to see the internet, nor does it make it necessarily to, per se, deliver a file down to the sensor before you can do an upgrade. So great new addition to the fold. And then last and certainly not least, we're always moving forward also on Nessus, more details, more how to fix it for the OT side. And then I think most of you are aware that the Nessus technology built into Tenable OT security is also works for Windows platforms, et cetera. So a lot of, again, granularity. I think the excitement, if you will, in this case is around reporting granularly on the plugins. So let's show you that. We'll show you on both sides. Here's a list of vulnerabilities. We're going to look at the Windows first, so I'll close that. So here's things Nessus has found. And we can go right in here and look at, okay, here's a lot of details, and as usual, a lot of technical details. But if I go into the affected assets, what I see for each one is, very specifically the plugin. And certainly this flows into the reporting engine. But if you do want to just do a quick look on something that just popped up recently, it's a great way to look at it. And very much the same thing for the OT vulnerabilities. Let's show one with multiple assets. So I can go into the affected assets. Again, I see the plugin output, some real quick details about it. And as I scroll down through there, you see, family versions, things like that change. So again, something you can look at sort of big in the workflows and things that are included in Tenable SC and IO. Also a quick way to look at it here as well. Hopefully that gives you a good view on what's going on. If you do have any further questions or want to see a more detailed look, please reach out to your local Tenable TM or SE. Thank you for your time.